I'm Aylene Ilkson.
And I'm Jordan Glass.
And this is Patriots Play
with J&A.
This past weekend, we won both of our matches against Howard and American. So let's talk about the match.
Coach, how critical has it been for Steph to be able to put up out-of-system balls with her hands?
Whew. Well, we've definitely worked on it a lot at practice, you know that.
Oh, yes.
And I think Steph has done such a good job. She's putting up out-of-system balls to either of our pins, and this weekend it was great because Olivia was really able to terminate a lot against Howard on and American off of Steph's out-of-system sets.
Yeah, absolutely. How critical has Steph's serving been towards the success of our team these first two matches?
I think it was great because at Howard, obviously, we had 11 aces on the match, and they just got behind the line, felt really confident. And I mean, you were the one who calls the serves. You give the calls, which is awesome. And so, congrats. Like, you have part of this success we have. But I think we're always trying to get teams out of system, and serving tough from start to finish is always going to be a big part of our strategy this whole season.
Absolutely. In our practices, we have had some really long, hard-fought rallies. I think that that's really translating into our matches.
Yeah, and I mean, during the Howard match, there was definitely some really good back and forth, everybody contributing, like our defense, our offense, the block, Erin mixing it up with all of our hitters. So I think that the long rallies that we've been doing in practice, all of these sets that are going like 32, 30 are so good, and I think it's definitely translating over, and that was especially shown in Howard. Okay, so the Howard match was really great, but I think we need to talk about American. We haven't beaten them in a decade, which is painful to say, but really exciting that we beat them. So I think it was an amazing match for our program.
For sure. Offensively, you know, I've worked with Peyton and Erin in position training camp, and they've built an excellent connection, especially on the slide. How has that helped us?
Yeah, I think they came out and we knew we wanted to run it over and over. It's such a high scoring set, and I think we're going to stay with that. I mean, opponents, you can hear it first. We're going to run the slide all the time.
Expect the slide.
Expect the slide. It's going to happen. But their chemistry is really great right now, so I think that we're just going to try to keep that momentum going.
Perfect. Here you can see Ev getting an aggressive service ace. What was your game plan going into the match from behind the line?
I think the big thing, we did have a preseason scrimmage, and we saw that we needed, you know, our serve and pass game to just be stronger, especially with service. And I think, you know, Ev, as we call her, she just gets back behind the line and serves really aggressively into every seam we want. She has a really tough float serve, as does a lot of our team. So I think it was pretty fun to watch her. And I mean, you were given the signs, so I'm sure you were just like, yep, keep it rolling.
Get after it. Keep it going. Absolutely. And Caitlin Clark just has so much power behind her swing.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, you know, she's great at attacking, she's great at serving. She has the arm, and we knew this, like when she was being recruited, we knew that her arm was really powerful.
So
and you can see that behind the service line, and you can see that when she's attacking. She was so good this weekend, just putting tons of pressure from both that side of the net and up close at the net. It was really good. Caitlin was excellent.
I absolutely love this two ball from Liv. How hard is it to block and defend against a crossing play like that?
Yeah, I mean, what's awesome is that Olivia and Peyton do a really nice job running the slide and the two, and Erin loves setting that play. But with Olivia coming around as a lefty, I mean, she had 19 kills against American, and that play, you just don't know where to line up. You don't know where to find her, and I think her kills came from both sides, both behind Erin and in front, and I think that crossing play always is going to be tricky for defenders.
Katie and Liv were excellent on the block this weekend, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think spending 40 minutes a day working on blocking, as you know, has really paid off. And I think they did a great job of finding their hitters, getting in front of them, and really shutting them down. And I think we're hoping that that continues throughout. They're both really great right sides. They put a lot of pressure on the opponent's outsides. And I'm hoping that in the future, we're seeing more of that, and that the block,
just
all your hard work is shutting everybody down. But I think that's what's really exciting. I mean, we're away this weekend in California at the UC Irvine Adidas Invitational. We're hoping to get some wins there, and then we're back home next weekend, September 10th through 12th at the Mason Invitational. We hope to see all of you there.
Please come.
Yeah.
Support your Patriots.
And have a great day.